water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Still gotta. I still gotta.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Bucks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go now. Set.
Now a third-round pick a year ago. Here's Rachaad White, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Lions defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They go with White on the counter. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Bucks at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Bucks take a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Hooker. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
On 3rd down, Hooker.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Love slow on target to Godwin here.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. White, he'll try the left side.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Clock 10. Ready?
Here's White.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Shot 17. Slide 2. Ready?
Now Love. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On the ready?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
22 needle. Hey, red. Set.
White.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free, and those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete.
Now look out. He's to the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way.
Inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And in for the Lions touchdown. Brock Wright, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Okay, right?
2nd and 11 now. Love from the gun. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Love, they go play action now. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Check White.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 97. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Hooker. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. A very solid gain of 27.
Got ready.
Looking to throw. Hooker. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Ready,
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gap.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
37-yard line.
19 Tiger.
Throwing to start the drive. Hooker. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Buccaneers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Let's go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Cameron Sutton on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And this time not quite to the 30. Will be down at the 41-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Throwing. Love. And this one is incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw on third down, Hooker. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. It's taken to the 26. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bucks will get ready to go on offense. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw now. Here's Love. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Love now. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First down, going to the air with Love. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Drake London as the first half is winding down. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Bucks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Check. 18, 5 here. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Following the interception, Love. This pass is caught by London. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the
final
lead is up to
preparations being
5.
made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to... as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They're down here in the third quarter trying to get something going to the outside there. Didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hooker. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Hooker. He's got his tight end. That's the corner with it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hooker. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Lions 21, Buccaneers 19.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On second down, they'll run with White. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Love. Got his man. It's London. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. First down, here's White. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On play action, Love to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ready?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, ready.
The Bucks on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Opting to run again here with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Love looking to throw it. This is White on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
At the 48-yard line.
Now back to the ground game with White. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Right back to him on first down. Down to about the 37.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Play fake. Here's Love. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Love. Into the hands of London. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, What do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts to win this opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy. For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Logan Hall able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Off the play fake, Hooker. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. This is 1st and 10. White running to the left. 162 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll go up the middle with White. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
They'll look to throw.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Buccaneers 29. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Now Love. Finds White. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Ready.
Love. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Regular. Let's go.
Mayfield to throw. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. That's taken in by Palmer. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Bucks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Love looking to throw it.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. McLaughlin for the extra point.
And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing to start the drive.
Hooker.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Bucks going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. First throw in overtime for Love. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he is going to have the Bucks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They defer to White out of the shotgun. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Ready? Yellow, blue. Go pink. Ready?
Running out of the gun with White. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Ready?
They run straight ahead here with White. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. On 3rd down, a run from White.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
On the move to his left. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Rig! Buffalo 18! Go!
Looking to throw. Hooker. He's got right on the short throw.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He's got room to roam. And down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. The give right side for Gibbs.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Detroit.